36 games into the NBA season, and the San Antonio Spurs are still very good, as they are currently the 7th seed in the Western Conference, when most people, including myself, didn't think that they would be in the postseason. So in today's video, I'll be giving 4 reasons why the San Antonio Spurs are a scary team. Before we get into the video, I ask you to drop a like on this video as it does help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel if you want weekly NBA content and to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And comment on this video to start a conversation with me. You can respond to all of my comments. And now play that intro. The first reason I think the Spurs are a scary team is the fact that the Spurs are a team that plays very well as a team. They always are moving the ball well, and everyone on the team seems very unselfish, and no one seems focused on their individual stats. The Spurs are also a team that does never give up on any games or plays, and they always play with great effort. And they're just a team that barely makes any mistakes. And all that factors into their great coaching, which is led by Greg Popovich, the second best coach in NBA history. And if you put all of that together, it makes them a scary team, since in the postseason, execution is very important, since the opposing team will have planned for you, and if you're able to not make any mistakes, it makes you that much of a better team. If we're being honest, the Spurs aren't the most talented team in the NBA, so they have little to no room for error, and the fact that they're in the playoffs with only one legit all-star who isn't even a top 20 player is very impressive, and it just shows how great they play as a team. And if they finish as a top 4 seed in the Western Conference, Greg Popovich needs to be discussed in the Coach of the Year race. The second reason the Spurs are a scary team is because they are a really good defensive team. And this is a huge advantage since the Spurs are a crazy offensively talented team. And if they couldn't defend well, they definitely wouldn't be in the playoffs. The Spurs rank 8th in the entire league in defensive rating, and this is not only due to the fact that they're coached very well and their defensive game plan is very well, they're also a team filled with a bunch of quality defenders, as they have guys like DeJounte Murray, who is one of the better guard defenders in the whole NBA, as he's capable of completely locking down some star players in the league, and just overall, he's their best defender. Keldon Johnson is an above average defender who can defend guards and forwards due to him being very strong enough to deal with forwards, and he's quick enough to stay in front of guards. Their center in Jakob Poeltl is a good paint defender, shown by his 1.6 blocks in less than 25 minutes. Rudy Gay is a solid defender, and the rookie in Devin Vassell has been solid on the perimeter, and he has shown some signs of being a great perimeter defender one day. So the fact that the Spurs can play defense means that they have a chance to win in any game, and it makes them very difficult to play, since if you're going to beat the Spurs team, you're going to have to hit some difficult shots. The third reason you should fear the Spurs is because this is a very deep team that doesn't necessarily have that much big names, but they just have a lot of quality NBA players outside of DeMar DeRozan, who has been absolutely hooping this season. They have guys like DeJounte Murray, who's a great defender as we all know, but this season he's taken his offensive game to the next level, as this season he's been averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds and 5 assists on decent enough efficiency. Keldon Johnson has been a nice surprise for the Spurs, as he's a legitimate scorer, and he's also a very good rebounder, as on the season he's been averaging 14 points and 6 rebounds as a 6'5" player. Lonnie Walker has been a microwave type of player for them, averaging 11 points while being a decent 3-point shooter, and Patty Mills has been very valuable to them as a bench scorer, as he's been scoring 13 points per game, shooting 39% from 3, and his offense is very much needed off of their bench. Derek White has only played 12 games, and I think when he returns from injury, he will really help them as a guy who can score, defend, and create plays for others. Jakob Poeltl is also a good rim protector, and Rudy Gay is a solid scorer and a defender off the bench. So this is a Spurs team with multiple guys who can play a certain role and play it well, which makes them dangerous since they have many guys to go to. The fourth reason you should be scared of the Spurs is simply because they have DeMar DeRozan, who is an all-star level player who can up his play against any team, as he's a great scorer who can go off for 40 on any given night. And before, if he wasn't scoring, he wasn't doing too much for you, but now he's a fantastic passer of the basketball, as this season he's been averaging a career high 7 assists. And when you have a player of his magnitude, you can beat any team on any given night. To conclude the video, I think the Spurs will make the playoffs, and I think they have a legit chance to upset a team like the Jazz, Nuggets, Suns, basically any team except for the Clippers and the Lakers. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. Let me know if you think the Spurs will make the playoffs. Drop a like on this video to help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel if you want weekly NBA content and to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And comment on this video to start a conversation with me. I respond to all of my comments, and I'm out.